Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Amon Makar coming at you with another lesson. As always, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Makar Kodash. Double honors goes out to our apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Right, it's the Lord is only dealing with the elect, man, and the elect consists of the 144,000 men, 12,000 from each tribe, and there is a multitude of believers that will be granted salvation as well, man. But today's lesson is going to be talking about those that aren't granted salvation, man, and how we're supposed to just forget those guys, man. They're set for destruction. There's no point. That's not to say that if you're on the highways and the byways and you're doing your camp and that, and you get some jakes coming up to you wanting to sincerely learn something, then yeah, deal with them, man, because you don't know who you're dealing with. They might be of the elect for all you know. So that's not to dismiss Israelites as such, but just know that we're not out there trying to reach out like that, man. Alright, we're not like them Christians trying to call people into the churches, man. We're there to do one thing, and that's to teach this word, man. And that's going to bring about the elect being gathered anyway. You could be on the streets. Let's say he's on the street, couple men camp, and you never get anyone coming up to you. But you're still doing the work, man. That's the spirit of the word that's going out, is what's going to bring about the elect. So we don't get many jakes coming up to us. Obviously they watch videos and whatnot, but we don't get many of them coming up to us anymore. It's that kind of spirit is kind of gone now. Alright? But it doesn't mean that the job is over. It doesn't mean that the elect is not being covered, man. So yeah, forget the 2/3, man. Alright, let's do some reading. Let's start 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. And it says, "For many great misery shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." Right? So, the time of Jacob's trouble, man, that's really talking about, the 2/3, man, or the leftovers, man, that great multitude that's set for destruction. Because the scriptures tell you that the Lord is going to take care of his prophets and his servants in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. His servants are going to eat, they're going to be in abundance, as scriptures say, yeah? So, of course, Jacob's trouble, who's that for? It's not so it's going to be an easy time for those of the elect either, but it's not going to be it's not going to be as bad as it's going to be for the 2/3, man. And really, when you talk about the 2/3, you're talking about those that dwell in Babylon, man. Because that's where the majority of our people are. That's where the most wicked and heinous things were done to us as a nation of people. One of the major places anyway. In fact, I don't think you can record, I don't think there's been recorded such wickedness that's been done in America, aka Babylon, anywhere else in the world, that's been done to us as a people, man. Let's read on. So it says, "But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee." We're trying to, excuse me, the safety was kicking up. We're trying to be better than them, man. We're trying to walk we're trying to walk the right path. Alright? Verse 52 says, "For unto you is paradise opened, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom." So this is what's set up for the elect of Israel, man. That's talking about the kingdom, man. It says the root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness is the moth. It's like a weakness, and the moth is hid from you. And corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are past, and in the end it showed the treasure of immortality. Right? So we, as the hopeful elect, want to walk into the kingdom. Like, we don't want to be born into it, we want to walk into it. Right? We want to be granted all those things immediately when all is said and done. But it's not going to be like that for the rest of them. And they're going to have to come back through childbirth, man. Right? Because they have despised the word, man. Right? Verse 55 says, and therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, though some scorn of thoughts. They despised the Most High, thought scorn of His law, and forsook His ways. Moreover, they have trodden down His righteous. Yeah, man, that prime example, man. I remember we was teaching in South London, and this is the times when it was, peak times, man. Jakes are out there listening, but getting very, the demons were riling them up due to the word, man. They despised it. They were attacking us. They called the police on us and everything. And I remember one time we was teaching, and some Jake walked past and told us to get out of the area that we was in, man. So there we were trying to open them up to the truth. But I didn't want to know, man. They despised it. They hated us. And you know what? I would even go as far as to say that we was an embarrassment to them, man. Because to many we look crazy, dressing up in garments, teaching the word, but like it's never been taught before. Telling blacks, Latinos and Native Americans that they're the true people of the book, that Esau is the devil, and that we're going into captivity, and that we're going to be rulers on earth, and talking about chariots and all sorts of stuff, man. UFOs, man. They thought we were crazy. Verse 58 says, and said in their heart that there is no power, no God, no Yahweh, yea, and that knowing they must die. And they must die, man. So to hell with them, man. I remember I was watching a video recently, Apostle Talk. It might have been actually the live on a Saturday camp, and I think he said something along the lines of, he said something along the lines of, this proves I'm not Paul, because Paul, he wished that all Israel could be saved, right? Which he did. But Apostle Tahar said, no, to hell with them, man. You don't care about them. They're going to be destroyed anyway, man. We know this now. So to hell with the 2/3, man. Look, it's not to say that we don't sympathise with our people when they're going through it, but they're not going to get it on this side, man. So let's not waste your breath, is the moral of this lesson. Verse 59 says, for as the things aforesaid shall receive you, all those blessings, right, in the kingdom, so thirst and pain are prepared for them, for it was not His will that men should come to naught, but they which be created have defiled the name of Him that made them, and were unthankful unto Him which prepared life for them. And therefore my judgment now at hand. It's like it, and therefore is my judgment now at hand. Yeah, man. Peak times, man. Let's go to Zechariah 13. So this is talking about the destruction, man. The destruction of the 2/3, man. We talk a lot about the destruction that's coming, the missiles, the World War III, and the majority of our people are going to get wiped out. 66.6, man. 666 of our people, man. It's the number of the beast, man. 2/3, man. Right, let's read it. So Zechariah 13:8 says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power." Right, and let's get another one. Amos 9:8 says, "What? Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom." We are, Israel is a sinful kingdom because they're the ones that have been given the law. Alright, so despite all the other nations committing sins, the law was given unto Israel, man. Right? It says that in my brain is gone. Where is it now? What am I thinking of? What is it now? Oh yeah, Psalms 147 and 19. It says, "He showeth his word unto Jacob, his word is such as judgments unto Israel." Right? And it says, "He hath not dealt so with any other nation." Right? And they don't know the judgments of the Lord, man. So this is definitely talking about Israel, man, because the laws are only meant for us to abide by. So it says, I read it again, says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord." Why? It says, "For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted. There shall not the least grain fall upon the earth." Right? So the sifting is going to come by way of, the refinement of the elect. All right, gold being tried through the fire. Verse 10 says, "All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us." And look how wicked our people are getting. It's coming up to these last days. They're getting worse and worse, man. Debauchery and the devilry and the promiscuity, the adultery, the eating of they're following after the heathens, especially Edomites, in such a way that they're gone, man. Now the music is atrocious that they listen to. The clothing, the way they dress, women dressing like whores, men dressing like little boys and moles. So it's crazy now, but our people have lost it, man. And that's going back to that astonishment in Deuteronomy in the 28th chapter, man. That's that astonishment. People are looking at our people like, damn, man, they're losing it. They've lost the plot. Now look at the music they listen. Look at the music they listen to. The likes of Sexy Red and with another industry hoes, man. Cardi B and the likes of Megan Thee Stallion. How you gonna call yourself a stallion, man? That's a male horse, man. Makes no sense. And to back up what I'm saying, I saw some social media post with her on it, and some Israelite man, or some Jake, addressed the fact that it was foolish for her to call herself a stallion, and the amount of Jake men in the comments defending that she's calling herself that. Yeah, I will, saying things like, we've always called them that. Yeah, it's like, I've never heard that, man. Up until she came around saying that, I've never heard a woman calling herself a stallion. It was always a man that called himself a stallion, because a stallion in what is it, the equine community, or whatever you want to call it, is that's the how can I put it? That's the prize specimen, man. That's the one that basically mates with all the other horses, man. Predates all the other female horses, the mares, right? And in order to breed good stock, man. So anyway, just a quick point I'm making, man. That's the folly of our people, man. So verse 11 says, in that day I will raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, which is the house of David, man. This is what we're trying to build back up through the Spirit, right? And it is being built. Right? We're building the house of David, man. The tabernacle of David is being built by bringing out this word, man. These two things ain't doing nothing toward building us up as a people, man. All these Christians and these Kemetic communities and foundational black Americans and all that garbage, man, is not going to do anything to build us up as a people. The only thing that can do that is this word, man. Bringing out this word is going to build up the house of David, man. Right? He says, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. That they may possess the remnant of Edom, and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this. I'm not going to read the rest of it. Let's get something else. Slacking for the pause and the silence. I'm just checking this chapter. I was trying to figure out if I should read the whole thing, but I'm just going to read it from verse 6. I'll probably read it from verse 6 all the way down anyway. There's some good stuff here. So it says Jeremiah 8:18 and 6, man. It says, O house of Israel, cannot I do with you as this potter, saith the Lord? Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand, so are ye in mine hand, O house of Israel. At what instant shall I speak concerning a nation, and concerning a kingdom to pluck up and pull down, and to destroy it? If that nation against whom I pronounce turn from their evil, I will repent of that evil that I thought to do unto them. Scriptures talk about if the house of Israel turned to the east and praise Yahweh Shem Shah, basically that he would give them salvation on the spot, man. But that's not going to happen. So he says, I will repent of the evil that I thought to do unto them. Verse 9, and at what instant shall I speak concerning the nation and concerning the kingdom, to build and to plant it? If it do evil in my sight, that it obey not my voice, then I will repent of the evil, and then I will repent of the good wherewith I said I would benefit them. Now therefore go to speak to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I frame evil against you, and devise a device against you. Return ye now every one from his evil way, and make your ways and do your doings good. Which is, that's the prophet's job, man. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy life, and we don't want it to be. Right? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it because we want it to be. It is what it is. All right. Because at the end of the day, we've been blessed with the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding. Like know what other people on the earth have. Right. Not only that, we've been offered a chance of salvation from the destruction that's coming, man. The destruction that's coming to the 2/3. And they said there is no hope, but we will walk after our own devices, and we will everyone do the imagination of his evil heart. And that's how people down to a T, man. They're going after their own ways, man. And if they're not going after their own ways, they're going after the ways of the heathen, man. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, ask ye now among the heathen who have heard such things. The Virgin of Israel have done a very horrible thing. Will a man leave the snow of Lebanon, which cometh from the rock of the field? Or shall the cold flowing waters that come from another place be forsaken? Because my people have forgotten me, they have burned incense to vanity, and they have caused them to stumble in their ways, from the ancient paths to walk in paths in a way not cast up, to make their land desolate and a perpetual hissing, that everyone that passeth thereby shall be astonished. And like he says, so there's that astonishment. That's how because of the 2/3 of our people, man. Right, that's how the rest of the nations look at us, man. They despise us, and not only that, not only what we bring about ourselves, Esau has perpetuated an even stronger image of us, that the rest of the heathen can look upon us as being the bottom of the barrel, man. Verse 19 says, I'm jumping the gun. Verse 17 says, I will scatter them with an east wind before the enemy. I will show them the back and not the face in the day of their calamity. Alright, and I believe this is really talking about 70 AD, but it, as always, a lot of the scriptures are twofold, man. Doesn't mean you can't read this and it pertains to what's happening today. It says, and they said, Come, let us devise devices against Jeremiah, for the law shall not perish from the priest, nor counsel from the wise, nor the word from the prophet. Come, and let us smite him with the tongue, and let us not give heed to any of his words. So is that not the same thing that's happening today? Verse 19 says, Give heed to me, O Lord, and hearken to the voice of them that contend with me. Shall evil be recompensed for good? For they have digged a pit for my soul. Remember that I stood before thee to speak good for them, and to turn away thy wrath from them. Right? Therefore deliver up their children to the famine. And this is talking about 70 AD. And pour out their blood by the force of the sword, and let their wives be bereaved of their children, and be widows, and let their men be put to death. Let their young men be slain by the sword in battle. Right? But like I said, this is a perfect example of what's happening right now, what's about to happen. Right? jump to 23. It says, Yet Lord, thou knowest all their counsel against me to slay me. Forgive not their iniquity, neither blot out their sin from thy sight, but let them be overthrown before thee. Deal thus with them in the time of thine anger. Because that was the time of the Lord's anger, and there's going to be another time of the Lord's anger, man. World War III, Jacob's trouble. You know. So they're in a whole heap of trouble, man. A whole heap of trouble. So yeah, man. Forget them, man. They're not even worth it. They don't want to be saved, man. They do not want to be saved. And I might as well get just one more. So Hosea 4:6 says, My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. So they've been rejected, man. That thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. So, here, man. Forget the 2/3, man. They're just there for destruction. The missile food like the rest of them, man. Well, we ain't out here anymore trying to call out to them. These jakes, man. All we're doing now is, getting into the times that we're in, man. The prophecies, and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's it on that little one. This is edifying. I give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elder bishops. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.